Yo guys, what's up, it's Lane, and today guys, in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is the Evil Virtues tournament that happened yesterday. Um, so first thing I want to go over is, what happened before the tournament and, how we overall played on each map. So, let's go ahead and get right into this thing. Why did I say it like that? But yeah, so before the tournament, we had me, Magic, and Misho. Misho is our third player. He has game battles experience, and Magic picked him up because Misho said that Misho sent Magic his game battles record and all that stuff, and essentially right as soon as Misho joins the party, the first thing he tells me in Magic is this: I've actually never played Cold War until like yesterday. So first off, this guy told Magic that he had GB experience, he played Cold War, he was good at the game and all that, and he wound up literally not ever playing the game until the day before the tournament. So essentially 2 days ago is whenever Misho started playing Cold War. So Misho lied to us about, his whole Cold War thing. So that was nice. And then also our fourth player, Hey Ma'am, he decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip 2 practices and I'm not going to show up for the tournament. I'm not going to get online or anything like that. So essentially what happens is that Misho decides, you know what, I'm going to invite one of my friends that has never played competitive Call of Duty before to the party and see if he can play. Long story short, the guy was not good. He wasn't good at all. He was not a good player. No offense to the guy, but he just wasn't good. And long story short, it wound up having to be a 2-on-4 tournament essentially the entire time. And also during the tournament, Misho's game crashed twice. So long story short, the tournament really just came down to all the bad things happening as the tournament was going on or right before, and it's just unfortunate. But yeah, we put this roster up about, I think, almost a week ago, and Hey Ma'am and Misho, they sent Magic their GB records. They say that they've been playing Cold War for a while. Misho wound up actually never really playing Cold War. Like, the dude was like a level 15, like in pubs. He was a level 15, and Hey Ma'am, I have never played with him, but yeah. So yeah, going into the maps, map 1 was Hardpoint on Crossroads Strike. So overall on that map, I played really well. I went 57 and 23, which is really good for Hardpoint. I think that's one of my best Hardpoint games ever, if not my best Hardpoint game ever. Magic played pretty decent, but Misho, his game crashed, and it was essentially a 3-on-4, and we wound up losing game 1, 250 to 30. But the rematch for map 1, Hardpoint on Crossroads, that was the game where I actually wound up going 57 and 23. The first game I did not play anywhere near like that. I accidentally said that. But the game 1 rematch, Evil Virtues and the league, they decided to give us a rematch because Misho's game lagged out. So on the rematch, I went 57 and 23. Magic played pretty decent, and Misho and Dorian just were trash. They didn't play good at all. Overall, we lost that game, I think, 250 to 230. I can't remember. It was like 250 to it was a close game. It was actually really good. Misho, he knew at least, I'm just glad that he at least knew the rotations for like Hardpoint, and all the routes for S&D and all that. Okay, and speaking of S&D, going on to map 2, Garrison. Okay, so here's what happens on Garrison. Evil Virtues comes out. They play like weirdos. They are legitimate weirdos on that map. I don't know why, but for some reason they have a guy sitting top tank, which is a normal peak for competitive on this game. They have one guy sitting top tank. They have one guy sitting caution, which is the back platform on street, and then they have one guy I think on catwalk, and then they have another guy at lights, which is near our spawn. Okay, so we come out. And we do not know how these guys play at all on this map. And they don't know how we play either. So, honestly, it was just a guessing game for the first, 2-3 rounds for us. So, we didn't know how they played. But, long story short, we come out in the first round and we get smoked. We get absolutely smoked in the first round. I get left in a 1v4 situation. I was sitting top radar at A, and I was essentially stuck in the mud. I actually wound up getting three. I wound up actually getting a triple kill, making it a 1v1, and then the 1v1 didn't go so well because I was at like 25 health. I was really low, so yeah. And then we go to round 2, we beat them, and our best part of the map was whenever we were on offense. I'm telling you, whoever is on offense on Garrison has a ginormous advantage. Garrison is just such an easy map for the offense to push up down the street from caution and get to lights and the catwalk and just overlook that whole area. It's very easy, especially if you have the right setup for it, which we did all the rounds that we played offense. So we come out on offense, we win that round, okay? And then Evil Virtues, they go on a 3-round win streak. So now we're down 4-1. So we get pinned up in this hole, okay? We actually wound up winning 4 rounds in a row, and we took them to a round 11. We played it perfectly. Those 4 rounds, the 4 rounds straight that we won, we played it perfectly. Magic dropped an ace. I was playing really well. I was getting tons of kills and all that stuff. We were having great positioning. Dorian was actually doing his thing. He was actually, shooting straight. And he actually got a couple kills. And he was actually, I think, near the top of the leaderboard that game. But towards the end, he started falling off to the bottom. And then Misho, he played pretty decent. I think out of that whole game, I think Misho played the worst. But yeah. So long story short, what happened was that on round 11, we get to round 11, we're back on offense. We get offense for round 11. So we're thinking, okay, we've beaten them on offense so many times before on this map. Like literally, I think maybe 3 out of our 5 wins were on offense. 3 out of our 5 round wins were on offense. So we were pretty confident heading into round 11 and the fact that we got them there. So we get to round 11, and let me break down exactly what happened step by step. All right, so first thing that happened on round 11 was we spawn in, we obviously, and we run up to caution. We run up to the caution platform, and we literally do the same layout that we've always done. We have one guy sitting back caution platform, which is Dorian. He's going to watch lights. Then we have me and Misho sitting on left side catwalk. And I'm going to be looking across to top green, and he's going to be looking down bottom mid. So Misho's going to be looking down bottom mid, I'm going to be looking top green, Dorian's going to be looking lights, and Magic is going to be right above the bomb site on B. He's going to be right above the B site. Okay, so, and he's going to watch their spawn area to see if anyone's going to try to, cut back around and come towards lights or anything like that, or go back towards A and cut them off. So we had that set up for offense every single round, and it worked out really well until round 11, because round 11, something bad happened. So the first thing that happened on round 11 that went wrong was Misho forgot to throw his grenade, and essentially what happened was that in the middle of him cooking a frag, he literally had a internet spike. His internet lagged. His game lagged. Why did I say his internet lagged? His game lagged. And middle of grenade throw, and he held it for too long, and he killed himself right beside me. So I'm still sitting here watching top green, and this is all happening within a matter of seconds, because this is a tournament. This is you're trying to get the win, and it just didn't work out. So he holds the grenade, kills himself by accident, and then what happens is that I'm telling Dorian, okay, Misho's dead, so you now have to watch my lights, because now I don't have somebody that can double top green with me if I'm low health. I do not have anyone to double top green with me, so I need you to watch lights so I can watch green and I don't get shot from behind to my left. And literally 5 seconds later, I get killed from lights. Dorian was not watching lights, he was watching top green. And I told him, I'm watching top green, Misho's dead, I have no one to double it with me in case if I get killed or if I get low health. And I told Dorian, you have to watch lights because there's no way I can look over to lights in time in order for me to get the kill and then go back to top green or to look at top green. So, and I get killed from lights, and then Magic gets killed from bottom mid because Misho died because he couldn't watch bottom mid, and Magic was busy watching their spawn, and he couldn't see the guy coming to lights because then he was having to cover Misho's spot watching spawn and bottom mid. So overall, it was a good setup until Misho killed himself. It was a really good setup until Misho killed himself on round 11 of all rounds. And then I get killed at lights, Magic gets killed, and Dorian is literally flustered. He doesn't know what to do. So, yeah. So yeah, Dorian got flustered. He was left in a 1v4. Obviously, he's never played competitive Call of Duty before. So he overall was just left in a bad spot. It just fell apart, and we lost round 11. So now we go down 2-0 in the series. Okay, so next thing. Since Evil Virtues won Game 2, they now get to pick the map 3 and the mode. They pick Miami Search and Destroy. And I was really confident heading into this map, okay? I was like, okay, look, me and Magic, we know how to play Search and Destroy on this map. We've played countless hours of Search and Destroy on this map getting ready for this tournament because we knew this map was coming. And essentially what happens is that Magic, Misho, and Dorian wound up playing like garbage. I'm not even, like, listen, no offense to Magic because I know he might watch this video, but dude, I straight up carried on Miami. I carried hard. I think I ended the game with like 15 kills. Everyone else had like 3. But obviously, kills don't really matter. Well, they do in Search and Destroy, but like in other modes, they don't really because the only thing that matters really to me is the win. But obviously, you have to get kills. It's Call of Duty. So kills are still a huge part of it, but the main overall goal is the win. And yeah, so we get a round. So they win round 1 on Miami. We win round 2, and then they 5-0 sweep us. It was a bad match. Misho and Dorian, they didn't give callouts. They were just raging. They didn't know, like, it was just not a good time. It was not fun at all. And it didn't help that right before the tournament, we were in a cluster trying to find our 4th player, and it wound up being Dorian. So, yeah. Overall, wasn't fun. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we lost. I thought it was going to go a lot better, especially if our 4th player that was supposed to, especially if our 4th player actually would have showed up, our legitimate 4th player, and if Misho actually didn't lie to Magic about him playing Cold War since like launch day. So yeah. Long story short, it just came down to all the wrong things happening at once. So it's unfortunate. We're gonna bounce back, and yeah, the next tournament that I'm in, I'm stream it, record it, and I'll upload it here. So yeah, another thing is that me and Magic, we are gonna keep AsTral running, but we're also gonna enter the free agency pool. So we can go ahead and get other teams, so we can go ahead and play on other teams, and gain some more knowledge about competitive Call of Duty. So it's overall going to be just the best move for us overall in the long run. So yeah, but we're still going to keep AsTral running. We might do some 2v2 tournaments here and there. But yeah, peace out. I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to let it get to me. You got to move on. But yeah.